everybody. Well, this morning, as some of you seen the pictures in my last video, to go over really quickly, I was walking the property and I found some kind of strange footprint on our property. We live really close to Kennedy Space Center and the launch pads. I mean, it's almost like on the other side of our trees here. We see a lot of weird things in the sky, sometimes military, sometimes SpaceX, sometimes NASA, sometimes it's things I just don't know what it is, and I really don't question it too much. I go about my life. I believe in aliens because it'd be kind of selfish to think that humans are the only thing in this galaxy and the thousands upon billions of other galaxies out there and planets. But I'm not the kind of guy that's like all fire in the sky type stuff. Or, excuse me, that's my rooster. Being abducted and all that. But I think they're out there. Well, walking the property today, like I said, I found what looks like a small boot print. I didn't measure it yet or anything, but I did pour a mold of it, and it's very small, smaller than your average size soda can, and much thinner. So we poured a mold, I let it dry. Like I said, I'd come back for another video, and I pulled that mold and it dried. So you definitely can see that it was some kind of boot print. Mind you, this mold was poured into mud and dirt where the impression was left. So it pulled some pebbles out and stuff, but I didn't want to disturb anything. I just wanted to leave it natural so everybody can see what I seen. So if you want to come a little closer over here, this is the actual mold that I pulled. This would be the top of it. If something stepped into the mud, this would be after I poured and it's flat. I don't know how much this is going to read on video, but as you can see, it was a heavy part already in the center. Well, maybe you can see, and it kind of hooks over. So in the center of whatever it was a little bit of a balanced, heavier weight. So this would be the actual print. So if you think of a ditch, in a hole, this is where we poured it inside the hole. Now, like I said, I don't know how well it's going to read. The print itself in the dirt, or in the mud, I should say, was completely flat. And let's go under the glass here. So all this, where you can see this kind of line in here, it was completely smooth like a baby's butt. All this jagged stuff is because I over poured of the actual hole. But if we come closer, all down the center, this is really smooth. I mean, except for the rocks and stuff I pulled out. But to touch, it's a very smooth surface, and it hooks over to the left like this. And if you really look, you can see from the center, there's like lines that come out. And it's balanced. The pour might have been a little crooked, but it carries on to the other side. They're balanced lines. This whole thing was completely smooth. We'll pull it back again. So, like I said, where you see all this jagged is an overpour. That was all completely smooth. As smooth as a desk or whatever it may be. We do a side profile. This would be a heel. This is just a rock pulled up from the dirt. So it was bald. It was perfectly bald. And you would have the arch of a foot, and then this would be the ball. So it's almost like whatever it was some kind of footwear, but to get these kind of the ball into it, it would be sturdy enough to leave the impressions of the grooves, the lines, and everything we pointed out, but flexible enough to where it would leave the ball. Honestly, I don't understand it. I know our shoes, Nike, Adidas, etc. What this is, I have